So behind me here is my 1998 BMW E36 328i Sport that we have been slowly, yes very slowly, been restoring and making it into sort of a club sport type of build. In the last video we fitted the plates for the roll cage and focused on removing the rust to stop it from getting any worse and most importantly making it waterproof. And with that all done we are still miles away from even being able to drive this thing. I mean, take a look inside. Yeah. That's not good. And the problem is, it is currently Wednesday and I am going to Shedfest in 2 days time on Friday. We're travelling up then and guess what car needs to come with me? That. I genuinely don't know if this is going to be possible, but we're going to try it. And it gets better than that. Now, I'm sure most of you guys know I live in Cornwall, which means we are going to Leicester, and that means that it's 5 hours away. So 5 hours in a car that hasn't been driven in years could be interesting. So it is definitely going to be far from done, but we just need to get it drivable and somewhat presentable. And if we do make it, I'll be filming the whole of the event as well. Right, so the question now is, will it start? And I don't think it will, because we've been sat here for quite a while. No. It is completely dead. So I'm hoping that this little jump pack will jump it into life. It should be enough. Yes! And the best thing about all of this, I'm actually sat on the floor on a seat that's not even connected to the car. Definitely safe. Now the last time I drove this car was at the Gaston track day. You know, when this happened.
Oh, E36 vibes, bro, I'm loving it. Whoa, 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 no, no, no.
And after a full day of being out on track, by the end of it, I pretty much had no clutch at all. Mate, that clutch is gone. No matter how much I put the clutch down, I just couldn't put it in gear. Now we thought because it's been sat for a long time and obviously air's built up in the system, maybe the track day sort of pushed the air around, making the clutch not perform as well as it should. So we thought it would just need a bleed. So we filled up the clutch fluid and started to bleed it using the bleed nipple underneath the car whilst I pushed the pedal up and down. And no matter how much we tried, we could not bleed the system to get a solid pedal. And we kept hearing this like sort of slushing sound of fluid, almost like air is getting into the system. And it sounded like it was coming from underneath the pedal box, so I stick my head underneath and realised that the master cylinder has gone. So I then went on the phone and got one ordered for the next day. And with the time ticking, this is really not what we needed. And later on, it gets even worse. So to be able to take this thing out on the road, I'm pretty sure all we're going to need is seats, seat belts, and then the carpet, and then also the roll cage, because that attaches to the seat belts. So I sold the original seats, however, I've got these bad boys to replace them. So these are some buckets from OMP. They are the ARSRs and they're just a clean looking fiberglass, full fiberglass seat. So they're lightweight, they're strong, and I think they're going to go with the sort of club sporty build that I'm going for. And then also I've got myself an adjustable seat rail for the driver's side to my side, and then a fixed one for the passenger, and then two set of TRS 6-point harnesses, and they're in black as well. So just going with the whole black theme, because I don't really want it to sort of shout out and be in your face. So it's time to assemble the seat rails and get the seats in the car to test fit them. But at this point I'm super worried, because if that clutch part doesn't work and it doesn't fix it, we could be doing all this for nothing and we're not going to make Shedfest. But with the time ticking, it's best that we just stay positive. And I've never owned or even bought bucket seats in the past, but I genuinely think I've nailed these. They look good, they're not too in your face, and they fit perfectly. But let me know what you think of them down below. And moving on to the passenger side, you'd think this would be a lot easier being a fixed seat rail, but we ran into a few issues. The holes in the seat rails just wouldn't line up with the factory holes. And I even double checked online and these were definitely the correct rails for this car. So to get around this problem, we measured it up and then just dremeled out a little bit of the material to make it so the bolt fits perfectly, and with a washer that isn't going to go anywhere. So initially I thought I bought the wrong rails, however this E36 here is a bit of a track weapon, and as you can see in here, look, they've got the exact same seat rails, and well, they've had to do a bit of a bodge as well. So yeah, it's obviously nothing wrong with what I've got. You'd think a company that sells an E36 seat rail, it would actually fit, like if it's for the car it should fit. So it's now day 2, which means we are going tomorrow evening, which is pretty scary. Okay, I think the plan now is we're going to whip out the seats. Now we've sort of done all the test fitting, then we're going to put in the cage and work out all the harnesses, and then we can then put the carpet in, then put the seats back in, and then that's a job's a good one. But we are still waiting for the clutch. That should hopefully come today. Because obviously if the clutch doesn't come, well, that isn't moving from there. And if we can't get the clutch working and that can't move, that means we then have to take the Audi, which I don't really want to do because TireStreetsUK have kindly invited me to the show. They supply me all my tyres for all my builds. If you want to grab some yourself, click the link down below and grab yourself some. There's also a discount code as well down there. So yeah, grab some tyres, and I reckon we should get going. And with the cage back in, it's time to install these eyelets with the spreader plates on the transmission tunnel. And these simply work by sandwiching the chassis of the car. And the reason why we use spreader plates rather than just nuts and bolts is because in the unfortunate event of a crash, they don't just pull through the chassis, and the spreader plates even the load. And these are for part of the seat belts to connect onto. So I'm pretty sure the door just went, which means this should be the new master cylinder, hopefully. Oh mate, I've got a parcel from Mr. Barnes. You, Brett Barnes? Oh, I love your videos. There you go, man. Keep up the good work. Cheers. Looks like it's arrived, finally. Ooh. So this is the new clutch master cylinder, and its role is to convert the pressure from your foot on the clutch pedal into hydraulic pressure that engages and disengages the clutch. But I think the hardest thing with this job is just the access. It was absolutely terrible. And then when I disconnected the pipes, brake and clutch fluid just went everywhere. And with the old one out, this is a comparison between the two. And the old one is plastic, whereas the one I've just bought is metal. So maybe a bit of an upgrade. So this is definitely not the most flattering angle, but if you come underneath here, that is the new master cylinder, clutch master cylinder there. All plumbed in, up there and then there as well. So now it's just tying it all up and putting the pedals back together. Then we should be good. But finally, it is now all installed. And yeah, the clutch now works. It just needs bleeding, so hopefully in a minute we can bleed that and it all works. And with that installed, it was time to finally bleed the clutch for the very last time. Or so we thought. So I thought that would be the only issue because we've gone to bleed it with the new master cylinder and now the slave cylinder's gone as well. But luckily that doesn't stop us from carrying on with the other jobs. So I want to clean the interior, get the carpet in, get the seats in, the harnesses in, and then tomorrow, literally the day that we are going up to Leicester, we can hopefully get the new slave cylinder in because I've ordered one, so that hopefully will come tomorrow. And then, yeah, this is going to be tight. So now we're going full send to try and make it to Shedfest tomorrow. With the seats now ready to go in, I'm going to give the interior a good hoover and a wipe down before we put the carpet in. And some of the plastic wire covers that go underneath the carpet needed a few little bits trimmed off them to make them fit perfectly. Okay, so things are looking promising. The carpet is now in, pretty much in where it's going to be. I've cut out the little eyelets there and sort of done the best job and sort of neatest job that I could do really. And down there I've cut it out as well. But there will be, I need to jiggle it around a little bit. And also when we do the sort of back seat build, we're going to start it from there anyway. So we'll hide most of the imperfections. But yeah, it's coming along. And this is a view on the driver's side. Got the pedals in, got like the stoppers on the clutch and the accelerator. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So I'm going to get these harnesses in now, and then we're going to start lowering the seats in. Hopefully we're going to make it in time. It's currently 10:15 and I leave tomorrow at like 5-6 o'clock, so it's gonna be a late one tonight. I want to get the whole interior done and ready to go, and then tomorrow it's just that clutch. So it is now the day that we're actually travelling up, and it turns out I need to actually collect the slave cylinder, so I'll come to Eurocar Parts to try and see if they've got what I need. So I ran into Eurocar Parts, picked up the slave cylinder, hopefully it's the right one and hopefully it works, but now let's get to Steve's quick because we're leaving in a few hours. And now back at Steve's, it's time to fit the slave cylinder, and this is fairly straightforward. So it's currently 2 o'clock and I've just fitted the slave cylinder, so that is up in there, and just checked for any leaks and it seems to be all good. I've done a few checks like torquing the wheels and other bits like that, but we leave at about 5 or 6, so got a few hours yet, so I need to try and get this bled and then we can hit the road. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. We will be able to bleed the clutch and actually get a pedal. It is actually done. The clutch works absolutely fine. And, well, it's just weird to sit in it again with a seat, but I'm absolutely buzzing, so let's head to Shedfest. I genuinely can't believe we managed to do this. A car that was just sat completely empty with no clutch just a couple of days before, and now we are attempting a road trip in it.
Right, we're about an hour in and we, so far, touch wood, we are doing good. The car's lovely, it's cruising lovely, and behind us is actually a car, a Touareg with a trailer on the back. A massive shout out to Fetch, because he's coming along with us just in case we break down, so we've got a trailer. So everything should be good, but just in case we've got backup, and I like backup. Anyway.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
So you can come out.
No, I'm not coming out.
And after many hours, the E36 actually made it, so it was time to head to sleep.
Hello, right. I'm on the TireStreetsUK stand in there. Okay. Just takes about a year to get out. Do you like my cup holder? It's pretty good though, isn't it? So I genuinely can't believe it. We have made it to Shedfest. The E36 is behind me and it actually cleans up alright. And yeah, how's the bike revving?
I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice.
So massive shout out to TireStreetsUK for allowing me on their stand. Remember, if you want tyres, click the link in the description down below and use my discount code. But yeah, let's have a look around. So we're at Shedfest and there is a literal shed with, I believe, an RS4 engine in it. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it is. That is the world's fastest shed. See the roof box on the 36. That's mad. I want one. And here is the actual E36 M3 Touring Alex has been making for like the last few months. Look at it. Looks like the in-betweeners car with all the colours. That is literally a typical Volkswagen.
Mate, they're all like that, look.
Oh yeah, they've all got oil leaks. What? Yeah, they have. Yeah, he's got an oil leak as well, apparently. Why are people doing that?
Hi, let's go.
Hello. Look at BMW M2, mate.
Crazy that. It's an M2, see? So that E30 Touring behind us actually came from Cornwall. He came to basically where I live and picked it up, which is pretty cool.
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just a perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast.
Meow.
He's such an idiot. This is really making me want to do some bits to my car now. Look at that. All the VIP bits, looks pretty cool. Fair play, this venue's pretty sick. Look how big it is. That is well nice. 340i B58, the ultimate family wagon. Hello.
What are those?
No, I'll have the raspberry sundae, please. Is that any good?
Who are you, mate? Why have you got a camera?
Hello. Is that any good?
That's right.
Yeah?
And after looking around at some incredible cars and speaking to some of you guys, it was time to head to the main stage to see what was going on.
Rory, how is your motorbike?
I don't know, the police have got it.
So your stolen motorbike got re-stolen by the police?
It did, and they
Had maybe even called maybe Vitek Vladimir back in the days.
So huge congratulations to Autoalex and all the team, and also we cannot forget Petrolhedonism for putting on such an amazing show. But I really did hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, then please leave a like, leave a comment and also subscribe, and you'll be happy to hear that the E36 made it home.